G'day guys, welcome to Rumball's Fish Room. So this is aquaponics build, maybe part 2. Where did we leave off? I think it was part 1. So I've been to Bunnings. I actually went at 8 o'clock last night to Bunnings and I got a heap of fittings and pipe. You might be like, why the hell would you go at 8 o'clock at night? Because it's been 40 to 42 degrees this week in Perth. Some of you might be used to that, but I'm far from used to it. It's absolutely killing me. I've been going to work an hour early and actually finishing 2 hours early. Much to my surprise, like we've even been closing early. Like I've only been doing 9-hour days. That's short for me. But anyway, I bought a shitload of fittings. Very expensive. We've got, so I know a heap of you guys are going to be like, I should have gone to Reese Plumbing and got shit cheaper. Things like this is cheaper at Reese, but the pipe is not cheaper than Bunnings somehow. I don't know why. So I just buy from Bunnings because it's convenient. Every time I get a heap of plumbing, I always get comments, why don't I go to Reese? And I every now and then I do a bit of price checking. That's the wrong door. Keep the air conditioning inside. Oh, it's dropped a few degrees. I always price check a little bit when I do buy stuff, and Bunnings is just easier for me. And much to my surprise, the 6 meter lengths of 25mm PVC is only $14 at Bunnings, yet 1 meter is $6. Work that out. I'll never buy 1 meter again. I was thinking about just keeping a hacksaw in the car. You can even just bend it in half. So like if I'm at Bunnings and I need 1 meter, I think I'll always buy 6 meters from now on. Anyway, let's get stuck into the video. Alright guys, so this has all been soaking in water for a week now. I don't know if it's sinking or not. But anyway, we need these pipes to make our bell siphons. My plan is to kind of build the bell siphons, and then I still want to flush it a bit more so we can actually use the opportunity to flush it while testing the bell siphons. So basically I need to empty this IBC of water. My plan is to pump that water into the IBCs to what's the term I'm looking for? Oh, to test these bells. We need the tape measure, don't we? Alright guys, I'm doing things kind of ask about tip, but we've got 3 bells here. I already checked the length, cut them to length, so the water level is going to be 250 millimeters. Actually I think it's more like 240 plus a little bit for the bell, which that does mean I need to get a little bit more clay beads. So you'll see here that there is like 30 mil higher than that. We need this here to be 50 millimeters higher than that, so we do need a bit more clay. That's alright, but I don't mind spending a little bit on clay to top them up. It was just that initial cost of the clay that I was trying to offset by buying some second-hand clay. So if you don't remember the last episode, can you guys see down there? There's a 20mm bulkhead in the bottom. Do you know what's funny? So if you remember the last episode, I put one of these on the bulkhead and put it in the floor. I thought I was being really innovative, but pretty much every tutorial I've seen on YouTube says to use that method. So You guys might have been laughing when you were watching me do that do the video, and I was thought I was all smart, but hey, it works. So that's the main thing, right? Even if you think you're inventive but you're not. Alright, so what I've done, you know, those bells might, what's going on down in there? It's like there's a couple of clay beads. This doesn't want to sit nicely in the bottom there. I'm worried about those bells being too big. They're 25 to 40 mil. It's all that Bunnings had. So we might be going to, what do you call it? Reese after all, to get some 25 millimeter to 30 millimeter reducers. Hopefully the 40 millimeter works, but we'll see. The thing is, it should be alright because people use 25 to 32 and 50 mil pipe. This is 75 mil pipe, so yeah, you get what I mean. We should have enough clearance around it. Alright, so I need to cut 3 at this length. Alright, so where do we leave off? I think I was making these caps, so ignore my shonkiness. There's my little tabs to stand up, and then according to the rule book for me is Rob on YouTube, Rob's Aquaponics, I think it's called. Is it Rob? I hope so. Otherwise I've just bodged up the name. Alright, so those go in there like that. I'm not going to explain how they work. If you want to know, there's plenty of bell siphon videos on YouTube. But yeah, it's a little bit of a mind warp if you don't really understand them, but basically it just drains the tank and then it fills the tank. I don't know, some people like cut slits out of this so it's easy to get on and off, but mine seem pretty bloody easy to go on and off. The lid's just to stop the clay beads getting in them. We can put the lids on because that's how confident I am that they're going to work. No, I'm really not that confident. But we need to run some pipes under there. I might do that now, because if I can get long story short, if I can get a pipe plumbed up for this, I can use the pond water to test it instead of testing it with tap water and wasting tap water. At least if I test it with pond water, I can use it as a water change on the pond. I'm going to turn the camera off to run some of this pipe, and then I'll show you guys afterwards the pipe being run, because it's going to be quite a lot of work and it's hot, so I might just get stuck into it and see you guys after. Alright guys, I'm pretty shattered. That was hard work, but I got a fair bit done. It's been probably 45 minutes. So you'll notice the elephants aren't putting out much water. That's because I've just hooked up the aquaponics pipe. So I plumbed that into the pump. I built a manifold ages ago. If you really want to see more about that bit of it, drop a comment and I'll show it in another video. But let's get to the main attraction here. So that pump has been ready for this for a very long time. So my plan here is I'm just gonna, I don't know what way these turn, that way. I don't know how much water to have on. I reckon about there, maybe a bit more, but we need enough resistance so our elephants work. That's really noisy. We're gonna have to, so basically I need to create some resistance here to create a bit of back pressure so the elephants work. That's so loud. I might have to put some hose down and bury that, I reckon. This will kind of... Whoa, that already put heaps of water in that. That flow was huge. This pump's got way more power than I expected. It's only a 5k pump. I was worried that it wasn't going to run the elephants. So one thing I can do is I can, yeah, see the elephants still aren't happy. I think what I need to do is put like a 25mm tap in the line on here, and then I can control the pressure for the elephants, and then it will give me more, then it will give me the pressure through here, and then I just use those taps to adjust those ends. Does that make sense? I think it does. So we'll reduce the pressure before it splits, and then once we've reduced the pressure, most of these taps will pretty much stay completely open, and then we'll just fine tune the IVCs. I want you guys to see if the bell siphons work. I guess we use, which ones? This one's close. You guys aren't really going to be able to see, are you? I don't even know if these bell siphons are going to work, you know. Alright guys, the bell just broke. I don't know if it's this one. Yeah, it's this one. So now the water level's dropping. That's going into the retic. Maybe I should turn the sprinklers on for a bit. Because these are about to the IBCs are about to overflow. Yeah, I might have too much flow here, guys. Look, that's not... I reckon I've got to turn this down more. Let me know what you guys think. I don't know how much flow to have on these. I think maybe I'll do the bucket test, and we might as well use methods that have been proven by other hobbyists. And if I can actually get a set litres per hour, it'd be really handy. I could fine tune these. Alright, so that's going down still. Now it's going to take a minute. It's too early to turn sprinklers on, the lawn might burn. Oh screw it, it won't burn. If you guys haven't seen, this is my retic system. I guess I should say sorry if this is a really long video. I guess it's a good day to check, see whether the retic's working. Funny story, so I used to put this weed spray down, and I would still get weeds, and I didn't think it actually worked, but I would get like 10 weeds over summer. I stopped using the weed spray, and my lawn is 99% weeds, so I'm going to get the weed spray back out. I don't see the point right now because it's like a 3-month thing. So as soon as summer ends, I'm going to get back into the weed spray. I'm going to use it religiously, I reckon, because it definitely did make that difference that I didn't think it was making. So you'll see this one here, the water level is up higher than the clay beads. So this one here is the main one that needs more clay beads. The standpipes, I made them all the same size. This one here, I might not need to add a bag. What's that doing now? That's still flowing out. How long is it meant to take to empty? Yeah. Anyway, I'll come back to you guys. Alright guys, so I've got the Boss filmer out because I figured you guys wouldn't want to miss this. So come a bit closer and you'll be able to see I cut a piece of the IBC out because this is a sediment filter and I want to keep this pipe nice and high because I don't want it to stir up the sediment every time one of the IBCs siphons. I really got to get a set of drills for home, not to mention it's lighter than this. The fact that I'm drilling into water with 240 volts is not my favorite. Now you can see it's still full of water. So I can't put the pipe on until I tighten this. Well, I guess I could, but even still, the other end of the pipe's on the ground. So this is just going to drain. It is what it is. There goes my glasses. I hate wearing glasses sometimes, guys, especially. It always seems to be when I'm doing fish tank stuff that my glasses just fall off or fog up. 90% of the time I don't care. 10% of the time it's fish related and I do care. Alright. Bulkhead on. It's actually the best fitting on the whole pond. All the rest is the Sikaflex joins, which I absolutely hate. That end of that pipe must be higher than the water level because the water's not coming out the other end. Just when I do decide what I'm going to do with the decking here, I might just have to push those pipes down a bit, but they're pretty flexible. That puffed me out. I'm going to do my last join and then I'll show you guys. I've got to cut like 3 more pieces of pipe and I've finished. Alright guys, look at the poor pond. Look how low the water level is. I finished. So that's plumbed up. Pretty much covered all this. I don't really like how high it is there. But it doesn't matter. Like, I'm going to build a gate here. So you're not going to see that. Worst case scenario, I can bring the decking out a bit further if it really bothers me. I need to have a clean up out here because I want to make this pathway here completely cleared. So it's all plumbed in. There's one fitting which is dodgy. So you can see down there. See how that 45 is a little bit twisted? That's the very last fitting that I put on. So I'm just going to wait and see if it leaks. I've tried to just pull it off and I couldn't. I like plumbed it all up. I thought it was not the greatest joint at the start, and then I moved all the bricks back and I looked at it again and it was on that slight angle, but it's not dripping by the looks. It's not under high pressure, it's just a drain pipe. I don't know if these are working. I'd presume so. That one's like half full. That one's low. Alright, so we've got to see if that one fills again. And then this one. I don't know what this one's doing. I think it's draining. Alright, so we're going to come back 10 minutes and we'll see. I might have an issue with them not breaking siphon. It's something I was worried about. Yeah. Alright. Oh, maybe not. I think that one's filling back up. Alright, I'll be back. Alright guys, so it's not going to do it now because I've released the airlock in the system. But basically these bells are starting to float and they sit there like that. So there is a fix. You put a one-way valve on the top of here. I've got two options here. Bounce on the double or put the pedal to the floor. Now my two options, I can either put the one-way valve on there, or much easier, or not easier actually, harder but cheaper option, I can put bricks under these two IBCs, because what it is, this IBC is higher than these two and that pipe there is staying full of water. It's not completely draining, so what happens is it creates a water lock in there, and then the water comes up and it can't push the air down and out, so the air that's in this bell, so like it floats like that. There's nowhere for the air to go, so it'll work now, because I was hoping this breather pipe would solve that problem. Turns out that hurt. Turns out breather pipe does not solve the problem. That cable ties for over there. I'll put that on. So I'm just going to cap these there like that. It just means that these will stay full of water. They'll still drain. I've lost the cap. Man, that hurt my leg. There's the other cap. So yeah, my plan is just to cap these. They can stay full of water. I guess I'll just have a decide about that, whether to buy the one-way valve. I cable tied that down as low as I could, try and get a lean on there, but if you look down these RBCs, you can see that back one drops off. So I still need to get more clay beads too. You can see, here's a really good example. So this one is full, and that water level should be under the surface. You shouldn't be able to see the water. That bucket's just chilling. Oh yeah, so here's a cool trick. You can put the buckets in there like that. Obviously it's going to float, but it's got holes in the bottom and it fills up, and it's just a good way to keep an eye on the water level without actually trying to see down the side of that. I might actually have to cut a little bit more off these sand pipes. I did a measure on this one and the water level was 260 mil. I'll probably drop it down another 20 mil from there maybe, so 240 mil. I don't know, or I drop it 10 mil and we go 250 mil and I go 300 grow bed. Either way, I need more stones and I need less pollution, less water. I mean, I'm absolutely shattered, guys. Started work at 5 in the morning. It's currently later than 5 in the morning. It's 6 at night. I've been absolutely nailed by mosquitoes down that side. They come out at like 5 PM, not even sundown, so that sucks. But anyway guys, I'm super excited that we've at least got water flowing through that. That's the main thing, right? Pond's filling back up. I definitely lost probably like 1 to 2, maybe even 3,000 litres then. One thing I don't know if you noticed at the start of the video, I plumbed them up and I ran the water through them, the bell siphons were working before I plumbed the exit, and that was just to flush the water through them. I can't remember if I mentioned at the start of the video, but they fill, flood like 3 times before I actually connected them to the pond, which means that any contaminants in the clay beads actually hopefully got flushed out. I'll keep an eye on the koi tomorrow morning. But anyway guys, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you want to see the food progress, let me know. If you want to subscribe, hit that little red button, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace out. I had heaps of dramas with the bells, guys. It took me 2 days to get them sorted. What I'll do is I'll probably explain what happened in the members video on Monday.